and I had to put in the new bushing. And so here's the old bushing right here. I had to break it to get it out with a screwdriver and a hammer. It had the little flat top on it like that, and I had to kind of break it. I couldn't get it to hammer out of there, so I had to break it in half. But the gear is real stiff about going back in. The shaft is. Shaft. Anyway, it don't just go in there easy. It's supposed to come down further than that. It's meshed up with the other gear, but it's supposed to come down further than that, because see, I can't get the screw. It's not flush. So what I'm going to do, I found a drill bit that is the same size as the hole, and I'm going to gently drill it out. So I can't do it hold the camera, so hold on a second. I drilled it out, and the drill bit, and now I'm going to see if it's going to fit flush. There it goes, right in there. Just a little drilling. I guess when you knock that bushing in, I used a 18 millimeter half-inch drive socket extension, and I knocked that bushing in. I guess as it goes in, it tightens up, and it won't let that shaft go all the way through, because this little gear here, this is the old one, but it goes on the bottom like that. And it lines up with another gear back there. And that's how you adjust the opening and closing. Like if you want it to open fast or close slow, you know, whatever. It reads off those little metal tips there, but that shaft turns. So anyway, that's in. I just got to put my screws through the bottom side and put my chain guide back on. Put the chain back around it. And then you have these plugs that plug into your circuit board. It's 2 plugs. They plug in right here. And then there's some wires for your sensors on your tracks. They go there. I just kind of marked what wires for what with the colors. Like there's a green, 2 greens, and then there's those. I kind of left them like that, left and right, and I wrote it down. If you don't hook those up the door, you think that something's in front of it all the time and it won't close. So you got to make sure those are hooked up correctly. And then there's a little clip thing that holds this gear on too. If you turn this, well, here I get the new gear, and I'll show you. You put the new gear on there, and there's an opening in it. There's a little teeny hole in the shaft. And this little clip thing here, it just goes in and straddles it. That's what holds it on. So you just snap it on there like that. It goes to the hole. And that gear is on there now. That gear on the back side doesn't come in the kit. I guess it comes in the open travel kit. But anyway, the number for the kit, it's 041C4220A chain drive gear sprocket kit. Like I said, I got this from Sears Parts Warehouse. They had it in stock. So you might, if you got a parts warehouse somewhere, you know, they might have it, or you can order it off of eBay. This tells you about how to replace it. It's got all the instructions. Of course, if you're a gearhead like me, you just start taking stuff apart, you know, figure it out. I didn't even have to look at instructions. I just kind of opened it and said, oh, okay. And it comes with this little grease that you put on your gears. Just put a little bit on there, not too much. Maybe put it on the bushing where that shaft goes through. You know, just kind of keep it greased. You don't have to grease it every week, but just kind of keep an eye on it. Anyway, let me get finished putting this thing together, and I'll get back with y'all.